Hey all, how are you? Welcome back. Jackson M. Haskell here. So the quick announcement is that the video coming after this, we're actually talking about Paramount Plus's new content, which is really cool. And that will be on July 25th, when this video coming on July 24th, which we're filming right now. We actually have a Let's Talk Horror. A Let's Talk Horror. Our next Let's Talk Horror will be July 30th, which is going to be talking about Wrong Turn 4, which is going to be cool. I'm really excited for that. And this video coming in 24th, which we're filming right now, we're talking about Night of the Creeps, released in 1986, and here we go. Night of the Creeps was released in 1986. It was directed by Fred Dekker. This film's a B-level horror film, I would say. And it's a homage to the genre of horror films. Cool. So, it was released August 22nd, 1996. It was distributed by TriStar Pictures. Never heard of them. I don't know if they're still around. Oh, they are. But yeah, the general plot for this is a college student and his best friend steal a cadaver from the cryogenics lab as part of an initiation ritual right at a local frat house. The corpse is an undead body from the 1950s and under control of an extraterrestrial organism. Soon other people are infected with alien slugs. The main plot is related to zombies, the main story, but also takes on slashers and alien features. This film did not do well in the box office, but it did really well in other stuff. One of the things we're going to see with this film, a lot of the names of characters are references to other people, which is cool. I am super excited. Let's talk about the director before I begin. And a producer. I'll start with the producer first. We have this guy named Charles Gordon. He's a producer. This was his first film. The Wrong Guys, Die Hard. Executive producer on that. Waterworld, 1995. Hitman, 2007. He was in Girls Next Door as an actor. But yeah, he passed away in 2007. But let's talk about the director now. The director, I don't know if we've covered any of his works yet. Fred Dekker, or Daker. Don't really know. We have not seen any of his movies yet. Actually, that's not true. I think I don't know if we covered it, but talk about a couple of his works include. This was his first film. He also was a writer on the 1986 film House, which was directed by Steve Miner, which is cool. He also was a writer and director for Monster Squad, which is really cool. House, the Second Story, he was a writer on. Ricochet, 1991, which is cool. Not Let's Talk Horror, but If Looks Could Kill, another film. RoboCop 3, and he also was a writer for Predator, from 2018. I don't know if we covered that for Last Talk Horror. If not, probably will sometime. He also wrote 4 episodes of Tales from the Crypt, which is kind of, we're going to be covering that when we cover that starting August 7th. But one of the episodes he directed is one of my favorites, Thing from the Grave, which is cool. In season 2, he's also he worked on Star Trek Enterprise's TV show. Wrote 3 episodes, which is cool. Yeah. TriStar is a motion picture company as a member of Sony. Is a corporate sibling of Columbia Pictures. The Muppets Take Manhattan is probably one of the more iconic ones from TriStar, but I don't really know. I don't really pay attention. I just recognized it. Let's talk about these actors and actresses, because there's a lot of people in this who are really well known. So we have Jason Lively, who plays Chris Romero. That would be a take on George Romero. Like I said, a lot of these characters' names are references to directors. So I don't know. We've not seen him before. Not a lot of things. His first thing was Dukes of Hazzard, where he played this guy named Randy in 1979. 21 Dump Street as Davey Miller / Jared, which is cool. Mancuso FBI, where he played Justin Summers. It's just not a lot of work I've heard of, which is okay. And like I said, he played Chris Romero, which is reference to James Romero. Steve Marshall played young James Carpenter Hooper. There's two people he's referencing in that name. You got the Hooper, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is cool. I think it was, yeah. Ben Carpenter would be most likely a reference to John Carpenter. We've definitely seen him we've seen both those guys mentioned. Same for Romero. Carpenter, A Thing, Halloween, Christine, just a lot of iconic movies. We have Tom Atkins as Detective Ray Cameron. Cameron, 95%. It was going to be a reference to James Cameron, who directed a lot of stuff. Trying to think. He famous for the Alien franchise, which is cool. Here we go. Tom Atkins. He's worked on a lot of famous people. So he's worked with directors such as Shane Black, William Peter Blatty. I believe he was Exorcist. That name just sounds familiar. Yeah, Exorcist. John Carpenter, who we just mentioned. Richard Donner. One of the Donner we're going to see later on with Tales from the Crypt, because he's one of the creators. He also, Goonies would probably be another iconic hit by him. He worked in X-Files and a lot of other stuff. I'm pretty sure he's for sure famous. Oh yeah, we're Tales of the Crypt. Okay, just wanted to be sure. Stephen King and George A. Romero. A lot of the mainstream people would know him more from Alex Steele and Rockford Files. Some of the films he's worked on, there's a lot of good ones. Drive Angry, Encounter, Trick from 2019, Night of the Creeps, Escape from New York, The Fog, 1980, Creepshow, 1982, Halloween 3, Season of the Witch, Maniac Cop. Just a lot of iconic horror films. Which is really cool. He's such an iconic person. His first role would have came in 1968, but one of his earlier roles would have been The Fog, from where he played Nick Castle, the main lead, male lead. Next up, we Dave Allen Johnson plays a young Ray Cameron. We have Jill Whitlow as Cynthia Cronenberg, reference to David Cronenberg. I don't know if we've seen her in anything. First role would have been Porky's from 1981, The Mask from 1985's iconic, Freddy's Nightmare from 1988, which is an anthology show based on iconic Freddy Krueger. I can't find it. Next up, we have Alan Kayser as Brad. I I've never heard of Alan Kazar. Um, this was his second film. His first film would have been Hot Chili as Jason. $25,000 Pyramid, which is cool. New Hollywood Squares he was in. Not a lot of stuff I've heard of, which is cool. Wally Taylor as Detective Landis. That would be a reference to film director John Landis. Trying to think what people would know him from. American Werewolf in London. He also, I believe he worked in Twilight Zone movie too. So when we're talking about Wally Taylor, he sadly passed away in 2012. Escape from New York, another Carpenter film where he worked with Adkins. Rocky 3, 1982, just two big films. Golden Child from 1986, Peacemaker from 1990. Mary Tyler Moore Show as Walter Ellis. 227 as Charlie in the building inspector. Just a lot of stuff. Next up, we have Bruce Solomon. He played Detective Rami, which I'm 95% sorry. I'm trying to think what I was gonna say. Yeah, but Bruce Solomon. Oh, Sam Raimi. Really well known out there. Or it could be his brothers. Ted. People would probably know him from the Evil Dead franchise, which he helped created and directed. But Bruce Solomon, he played Sergeant Bully in Mary Hartman and Kenny Zuckerman in Beverly Hills 90210. Which is cool. Next up, we have David Paymer as Hollister. Sorry, just getting multiple tabs open, so I don't have to keep on going back. I don't know. First time I think we're seeing David Paymer. He's worked on a lot of stuff. Drag Me to Hell, which is a Sam Raimi picture. Hurricane, Crazy People, but American President, just a lot of stuff. David Oliver, he sadly passed away in 1992. He played Steve in this, which is cool. First time I think we're seeing him also, which, I mean, it's great. This was not his first film. His first one was production was Tucker's Witch, Another World, where he played Perry Hutchins. He was in A Year of My Life, where he played Sam Gardner. The Horror Show, where he played Vinny. Star Trek Next Generation, where he plays the young man in an episode, which is cool. Next up, we got Dick Miller. He played Walt in this. We have seen him before. The Howling, Little Shop of Horrors, Shopping Mall, Small Soldiers, The Burbs, The Terminator, Quake, Gremlins, and Gremlins 2. Just a really iconic person. He sadly passed away in 2019. He worked with a lot along with Roger Corman. A lot of stuff. Ken Heron plays Johnny, and Alice Cadogan plays Pam. Susan Snyder. She plays Lisa in this. She was an American actress. Still is. Weird Science from 1985. Class from 1983. Night of the Dead, Return of the Living Dead Part 2, where she plays Brenda. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, iconic B-level film right there, where she plays Debbie Stone. Next up, we have John J. York. He plays Todd in this. First time we're seeing him. Night of the Creeps was his third film. Where he played Todd, like I said. Only film I recognize him from. He's more famous for TV shows. In Hotel, he played Alan O'Connor, Tim Fiedler, and Tony Fonzo. Werewolf, where he played Eric Cord. General Hospital, where he has played Max Scorpio. Which is cool. We're almost there. June Harris plays Karen in this. J. Arlen Jones, first time we're seeing him. I believe he plays Officer Craven, which is a reference to legendary director Wes Craven. Scream, one of the more iconic things he worked on. Same with Nightmare on Elm Street. I have not heard of J. Arlen Jones, but he was in an episode of Eight-Legged Freaks, so that's why we would have saw him. That's the only thing I recognize him from. Next up, we have Elizabeth Alda, or Alan Alda, sorry, plays Officer Bava. That would be a reference to Mario Bava. I've never heard of him. Oh, wait. I don't know. I was gonna say. But yeah, I've never heard of Bava. I've never heard of Alda before. Some of these people are really famous coming up. Robert Kino plays Mr. Miner. That would be a reference to Steve Miner. Like we mentioned earlier, House, and I think he did one of the first Friday the 13th. When we're talking about Lori Lively, she plays Lori in this. First time we are seeing her in something, I think. She was in an episode of New Alfred Hitchcock Adventures, new Alfred Hitchcock Presents, not Adventures, Falcon Crest, where she plays a woman. Not a lot of stuff I recognize, mostly TV shows. Next up, we have Vic Polizos. He played a coroner in this. Yeah, I don't really recognize him. Next up, we have Dan Frischman. He plays an alien zombie. Chris Potter on Kenan and Kel. Arvid Engine on Head of the Class. He was a member of Magic Castle, which is who belongs to the Academy of Magic Arts in Hollywood. Yeah. We have Shane Black. Cop. Lethal Weapon, Monster Squad, Last Boy Scout, Last Action Hero, The Long Kiss Goodnight. He is the original creator of the Lethal Weapon franchise. As an actor, he's best known for Rick Hawkins in Predator, 1987. When he went on to write and direct Nice Guys, Cool, Iron Man 3, and The Predator. 2018, which you mentioned. We only have 2 more people left. 3 more people. These guys are well known. We have Robert Kerman as a patrolman. Cannibal Holocaust, where he played Professor Harold Monroe. Debbie Deb Dallas. Hi.
You almost ready?
Yep. We have Robert Kurtzman. who's a film director, producer, and special effects guy. I don't know if we've seen him yet. Oh, no, we have. He helped with From Beyond, effects technician, Nightmare on Elm Street 3, Dream Warriors, Evil Dead 2, Phantasm 2, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, and Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween 5, Horror Show, Deep Star 6, Darkman, Army Darkness, Chasing Ghosts in Hell, The Friday, Body Bags, so we've seen him for Last Talk Horror. Just a lot of stuff. What the last one would have been? Doctor Sleep, Kilroy Was Here, Black Friday, and we have Howard Berger. And the bet as long as able to play them. Howard Berger, who mentioned, he was a co-founder of K&B EFX with Kurtzman and Greg Nicotero, who are some of the most famous special effects people. Howard Berger worked on Chronicles and Narnia films and a lot of other stuff. And Kurtzman also, along with Berger, they worked on The Walking Dead. Same with Greg Nicotero from Dusk Till Dawn. Just a lot of things, which is really cool. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. There's just so many good people in this film. It's a great B-level horror film. And like I said, the video coming after this, on the 25th, we're talking about Paramount Plus's new content. And we are, next Let's Talk Horror is July 30th. We're talking about Wrong Turn 4, and I hope you all enjoy. Bye-bye.